Greetings. My name is Bob Bond, and I'm an attorney and a estate planning attorney and CPA and financial coach. And when you're getting to know somebody or a new company, it's always good to know, where are they coming from? Why are they doing what they're doing? Right? Well, the first thing to say is, although I don't like to admit it, I'm not as young as I used to be, and and I'm blessed to be financially okay. So working for pay really doesn't float my boat. So not only that, but there are literally tens of thousands of financial companies in the United States. Not to mention all the mammoth ones like Fidelity and Vanguard and Schwab and so forth. And to go along with those financial institutions, there are at least hundreds of thousands of financial advisors, maybe there are millions, financial advisors and insurance agents and annuity salesmen. So why in the world would I create this company, Bond Wealth Planning? Why would I do this? Why would I be interested in it? So here's the reason. I've been an estate planning attorney for more than 25 years, and I've had a unique ringside seat on how my clients have fared during the period of their retirement. And so just to give you an insight into why that gives me a special spot to see what happens, is that when people come in for their estate planning initially, whether they're doing wills or trusts, the estate planning attorney has to know something about the assets, the amount of assets, and the kind of assets in order to get their estate planning to work properly. And then as the years pass, the clients come back to do amendments and restatements. And then, of course, at some point, families typically face a situation with disability or death of one of the spouses. And I had another snapshot of how they were doing. And then for married couples, when the second spouse passes away, we work with the children to settle the estate. So I have this view of all these families over all these years. And here's the sad truth. Most people, most families, in my experience, get mediocre or terrible results with their life savings over this period of retirement and passing it on to the children. Now, for most of this period, I was not a financial advisor. Matter of fact, financial advisors sent me their clients, and I figured, okay, that's their job, and I'm the estate planning attorney, and I'll stay in my area. But of course, over the years, I saw how my clients lost money and experienced all sorts of distress during the tech crash. Remember when Enron went bust and all the tech companies went crash? And then in 2008, it happened again in spades. And I saw all the devastation, losses, and distress that created for my clients. And I thought, I need to help these people. I'm going to have to help them. And the reason that I knew that there was a better way, let me tell you how I happened to know this. I was in the Army for 20 years, so and retired after 20 years. So I was in from 69 to 89. I retired from the Army. I wasn't an attorney in the Army. I was an infantry officer. Anyway, when I retired, I started law school in San Antonio the next month, and it takes 3 years to finish law school. So from 89 to 92, I graduated in 92 from law school. And I'd also passed the CPA exam. Well, it turns out you can't be a CPA unless you work for a CPA. So the first job I took after law school was I went to work for Arthur Andersen, then the largest accounting firm and most prestigious one in the United States. They had offices all over the country, and they had 1,200 people in the Pennzoil building in downtown Houston. And that was the office that I was hired for. They hire a few attorney CPAs for their tax department in those days. Anyway, as it happened, right after I got there, I was required to attend a series of workshops. And these were being given to all the main offices of Arthur Andersen, and the people who were supposed to attend were those that were in positions. My position as a with the Arthur Andersen was as a tax as a CPA attorney. They hired a few for their tax department, and so anybody that was that might be talking to clients about how to invest, they were the people that were supposed to attend this series of workshops. So why was Arthur Andersen giving a series of workshops on this? And the question that they were trying to answer is, what advice should we be giving to our clients about investing? And the reason they were concerned about it is that Arthur Andersen, as a CPA firm, was a fiduciary to their clients. In other words, supposed to look after the best interests of their clients. And I'm a fiduciary in all my roles as an attorney, as a CPA, and as a financial coach. At any rate, why did this come up? The reason was that Harry Markowitz had won the Nobel Prize in 1990 for what's often termed the modern portfolio theory. And so this Nobel Prize had given the stamp of approval, so to speak, on a lot of academic studies and a lot of academic work and a lot of empirical studies that went along with it about the best way for investors to have the best opportunity with investing in the stock market. Okay, and so that was the focus of those presentations. Now, this information was very, very persuasive, and everybody was in the workshops, and the people who were giving the workshops, what everybody said was, in a few years, everyone will do this. Nothing could be further from the truth. Everyone is not doing it, and the reason is it doesn't fit Wall Street's business plan. They want to sell things to their clients, and this approach doesn't call for constant buying and selling. So, anyway, like I said, I decided after 2008 that I needed to help my clients. So, if you're gonna set up a financial firm, you have to affiliate with one of the financial institutions that can provide the investment vehicles, plus have custody of your account, provide the account statements, provide the online access, provide the tax statements, and on and on and on. So you have to affiliate with somebody. So I went on a search, and nobody was interested in that. And so finally, I was pretty discouraged. And finally, by luck or providence, I ran into Mark Matson of Matson Money. And his firm's been around since 1992. And he is completely committed to using these principles from the Nobel Prize winning research and academic research that and empirical studies. So I met him in 2012, and I have invested with him and worked with him since then. Now, one other thing to mention about Matson, besides that he's committed to using these principles for the benefit of clients, the other thing is that Matson is one of the very few financial institutions that actually has audited results on how his investors have done over the years. So these two things, the use of the academic and Nobel Prize winning research and having actual audited results on how his clients, these are the rarest of attributes. So why am I talking to you today? Like I said at the beginning, believe it or not, most families get mediocre or terrible results with their life savings. And I just think that it's just terrible, just sad. So this is my calling, to make families, individuals aware that there's this whole other dimension of investing that offers people the best chance, the best opportunity for success with investing in the stock market and with handling their life savings, with the stewardship of it. So this is something that what we want to do is we want to help families, help the individual, the spouse, the children, the grandchildren to be successful with this. So that's part of building a great family legacy. That's part of gaining peace of mind about what you're doing and giving you and your family the best opportunities for success. So that's what this business is about. And we're about education. So it's we offer workshops almost every month of the year, and they're offered on both Zoom and live. And so it's a great opportunity to join in this conversation, open up your eyes to the principles of investing that can help you. And whether you invested with us or not, this information is so desirable for you and your family to know about, be aware of. And so we hope we can help you. So look at our website, sign up for workshops, and I hope to see you in the future, and I hope we can help you. Thank you.